we need to talk about Minus Zero. Okay, guys, chill out. I know I'm like 3 days late to this. I was on vacation, and I didn't make a video on the previous time the Minus Zero teaser came out. So I think plenty of people have talked about it already, but dude, look at this. Yamazaki, what are we doing? This is just Monster vs. Godzilla. The weirdest thing is, Godzilla looks just fine in the trailer. Like, the head is the same. Why is he different on the poster? This poster also pretty much confirms one of my biggest fears with Minus Zero, and it's that they're going to introduce King Ghidorah.
You can't keep getting away with this!
Ghidorah doesn't fit this world, man. Let's start with the basics. Minus One didn't even need a sequel. Minus One was a perfect film, but they set up a sequel, so it was more than likely we were gonna get one. I mean, it won an Oscar for visual effects, so it was more than likely Minus One was gonna get a sequel. King Ghidorah doesn't fit this world. It's way too grounded. It's one of the few Godzilla films that takes place from the perspective of a civilian rather than the military forces trying to fight back against it. And this one it's just too grounded for the concept of a three-headed dragon from Venus descending to Earth. I forgot to mention, we already got a Ghidorah design from Yamazaki. Yamazaki created one of the best Godzilla designs we've seen, but God, please never let this man touch any other kaiju. He butchered Ghidorah. This is unacceptable, bro. What am I looking at? This is, like, by far the worst Ghidorah design I've ever seen. It's terrible. I love Yamazaki to death, okay? He's my GOAT. He made my literal favorite movie of all time. But please don't mess up the sequel. Taking a look at the film itself, it is aiming to be a very direct sequel to Minus One. The cast of characters remains almost entirely the same, except for this guy who seems to want to experiment on Godzilla, and I'd assume that he drops a nuke on him to make him stronger, which is like, dude, whoa, back up. Why would you do that? That's not good. You know, if you drop a nuclear bomb on the radioactive lizard, it's only going to turn into a literal destructive force of nature and wipe Japan off the map. Honestly, there's just so little that Toho has given us to take from what this film is going to be with the few teasers that we've gotten. Like, the new trailer isn't even a trailer. Not only is it a teaser, but it's even shorter than the first look that we got. There's so much that we just can't know about this movie, but now that I'm seeing this Godzilla design here on the poster, which looks different from the one in the film, it's just like, I'm worried for this film. And there's lightning too. I'm even more worried for this film. And I'm just scared, bro. If this movie is bad, what are we gonna do? Don't mess it up. Also, like, while recording, they showed off a bunch of new Minus Zero design pictures, and low-key, looking at it, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's still definitely a downgrade, B-tier design. It's not that bad. Anyways, bye. New ARTMS album comes out on August 7th, so if you don't listen to that, you're not a real fan. Bye.